Okay, I do have...
The least you could do is have your death be written down.
Yeah. Alright, bomb him. Bomb him now!
Oh my god, that did
no!
nothing!
Oh
He's
no!
got a
It's
health
glitch!
bar, Michael.
It's
He's got a
glitch!
health bar, Michael.
Welcome back. Where we left off, we had just broken through the base's western wall to discover a cave full of mushrooms and slime. It was the first real change of scenery since the game began, and it was full of the first enemies that we interact with. Little mushroom men known as shroomen and slime blobs. These two dropped us some pretty basic materials, slime, I don't really know what to use this for, and mushrooms to eat. Speaking of items that I didn't know what to do with, we also got our hands on a bomb pepper seed and some scrap parts. I didn't really know how to use these yet, but it was nice to have them. It was also around this time, doing all this combat, grinding through this cave, that I discovered this game has a skill tree. Every skill from running, to taking damage, to mining, to fishing, which is apparently a thing in this game, you are constantly getting better at. And everyone has about 8 or 9 associated skills that you can dedicate points to as you reach different thresholds. I was very excited about this because I always love a skill tree. And honestly, it was just a series of highs because not short after this, something amazing happened.
Ow. I got a copper key! Ooh.
I immediately ran home to claim my prize, and oh boy, did I get a good prize.
Copper key. Hey! Copper sledgehammer? Does not do that much damage. Okay, so it's a weapon that can also attack walls. I'll take it, I guess.
At the time, I wasn't very excited about this. The sledgehammer has a worse attack speed than my pickaxe and my sword, and it frankly is worse at both mining and dealing damage than both. So I didn't really see the appeal, but it was not long after this that this became my favorite item in the game so far. While I was home, I decided to check on some plants that I had put down earlier. Oh, they haven't grown yet. Yeah, well, I'll just put the bomb pepper seed in the ground, and yeah, they'll grow eventually. I'll just leave them to their devices. While we were here, I also decided to upgrade our basic wooden workbench into a brand spanking new shiny copper workbench. This gave us access to copper tools and copper crafting stations. None of which you could afford right now, so it was straight back to gathering resources. And by gathering resources, I mean slaughtering dozens of slimes and shroomen.
Silly guys! Ain't no thoughts. they got zero brain cells.
There is no thoughts going on.
Ow! Okay, he does a
head.
lot of damage. Thanks. I'll be back.
Thankfully, by the time the Shroomen Mafia Resistance Group forced me out of their home, I had raided them for nearly all of the wood, slime, mycelium, I mean mushroom roots, I think that's what, copper, and seeds that I could find. The cave was reduced to just a bigger cave. That I broke most of the stuff that was in there. Returned to base and made some fresh mushroom stew. I neglected to mention up until now that earlier I had made a cooking pot, and it lets you combine 2 ingredients to make recipes. That being said, the only ingredients I had to work with were mushrooms, so I was just making mushroom plus mushroom, which is mushroom soup. But shortly after this, I stumbled across my next set of ingredients to work with. During that raid, we also got our hands on quite a few scrap parts and a lively egg. Don't know what that is, but I was too excited to use the sledgehammer more, as during this excursion I discovered that the sledgehammer hits in an AoE. So naturally I just began busting down walls and ended up finding another cave system pretty much immediately.
Ooh. Oh, the water's very pretty.
Ooh. That's cute. Bomb pepper.
Bomb pepper.
This new lake was a sight for sore eyes. It was far more beautiful than anything else I had come across in the game yet, and the bomb peppers and glow tulips that were native to the area were extremely helpful in me understanding the cooking system for this game. At the center of this cave was a large stone door with music notes engraved into the side of it. I had frankly no idea what to do with this. I don't have an instrument, and I don't know how to make an instrument. But more importantly, far off in the distance, I could hear something banging, stomping. Frankly, I had no idea what it was, but it was intimidating enough to get me to back off. While gathering some materials out of the wall, I ended up forging a connection between this cave and the Mushroom Cave, so I took this as a good enough opportunity as any to finish off those last couple little bastards.
But even the biggest glow, so
He's trying so hard.
I was then able to make my way north into a connected cave above the Mushroom Cave. Inside, I found a dig site, which I dug up with my shovel to discover an ancient skull called a Cavilling Skull. Don't know what it's used for, but it seems like I might be able to sell it at some point, I'm not sure. Then I made my way back to base, combining my glow tulips and bomb peppers that I'd collected while I was out to make some new food. Turns out this game's cooking system is very similar to that of Breath of the Wild. Different ingredients have different benefits or negatives, and you combine them in a pot to actually combine the abilities. So now I had some salads that I was able to consume to gain bonus movement speed and a glow aura. I then took my trusty sledgehammer and began working on making a farming room. Unfortunately, not long into this, the most tragic event of the playthrough happened.
No, my sledgehammer broke!
no, Slim Jamber. It really is Breath of the Wild.
This took the wind right out of my sails. I tried to keep digging out the room, but I very quickly got distracted and started crafting other things. I made an anvil, so that's pretty cool. You can make like copper armor or something. A bow, and that's probably not very useful. I can't make arrows. Oh, I made a glass smelter. Eventually, I managed to get back on target and finished the farming room. I planted all of the seeds that I'd collected so far. Man, it really takes these a long time to grow, huh? After this, I finally got to work expending those resources that I gathered from clearing out all of those caves, getting myself a new pickaxe of the copper variety, a small lantern, and then I got a bow. And, would you look at that?
That does a lot of damage. Holy shit, the bow is so strong.
Yeah, that whole concern about not being able to craft arrows was, horribly misplaced. They don't take ammo, they just have a durability. At this point, I was feeling pretty confident in myself, so I decided to go after the strange stomping I heard in the southern cave. And that was a choice I made. While I was searching for the source of the stomping, I found something very interesting.
I got a bomb. I got a bomb. I got a bomb.
Matthew joins and Michael says, I've got a bomb!
I've got a bomb. I'm in a Wendy's.
These damage numbers compared to everything else that I have are like exponentially larger than anything. This would one-shot me 4 times over from full health. I'm very scared of this bomb.
Don't be scared of a bomb, Michael. Was Oppenheimer scared of the bomb?
I don't know, maybe.
Yes,
It
was.
could have killed him easily 4 times over.
Are you sure about that one?
Dude, I don't know. Maybe I don't understand his strength level. Maybe his power level was through the roof. Dude had actually nothing to fear. It's like, yeah, worst case scenario is the world blows up. Won't affect me, though.
During this time, I also found a swift feather, which gave me a short dash ability.
You were Barack Obama.
Shimped.
Shimp. Ah, shimp.
Ah, shimped.
So how do I? Oh, space.
Presses space, kills himself.
I think about it every
so
day,
your
man.
offhand is like an active item. Interesting.
Surprisingly enough, it wasn't that hard to find the source of the stomping, and I shouldn't have gone looking for it.
And then when whatever the thing is that is making that slam
You know,
sound.
Michael, that's exactly what
Oh,
former President of the United States,
I
Barack
think
Obama, once said about the Yemenis people. And look how many hospitals we built.
Okay, so I was able to break that. It had copper in it. Oh my god!
Oh, Michael. Michael, you
He
weren't
went right back
prepared.
into place.
Michael, you were not prepared to retaliate.
Not ready for
Michael, you were so useless that guy's not even gonna write about you in his like diary at the end of the day.
If you hadn't noticed by now, by this point a couple of buddies had hopped into a Discord call with me and were making this significantly more entertaining with their mere presence alone.
You know who I didn't kill though? Michael, because it's not even worth writing down that I killed him. I kind of happened by. And
Yeah, you're
he
being
fell over.
omitted from the records here, Michael. How do you feel?
Okay, I do have.
The least you could do is have your death be written down.
Yeah. Alright, bomb him. Bomb him now!
Oh my god! that
Oh
did
no!
nothing.
Oh
He's
no!
got a
It's
health
Glurch!
bar, Michael.
It's
He's got a
Glurch!
health bar, Michael. Gurch.
Oh, dude, he destroys the. Mo, get out of there! Holy
Go,
crap!
run, run!
Okay,
Oh, man, we kinda mined out for you.
Gurch left,
That was
left
pretty
you.
nice of him.
You unaggroed on
Maybe you
Gurch.
should give him some of your spaghetti, Michael.
That did nothing.
Having Glurch chase me out of that cave was probably one of the most intense gaming experiences I've had in a while. I escaped with millimeters of my life, and if I didn't have that feather, I'd have been dead, 100%, no shot. So naturally, I decided to fight him to the death. Just once. Just try. You know, I had the bow, and with the feather, I could kite him. I totally had that.
I can take this guy. I can take this guy. I can take this guy.
Wait, Michael, you don't have ammo?
No, I just
Oh,
have
you got
durability.
this. Oh, bro, you got
I
this.
have durability. I don't know if
Glurch?
The Abominous Mass himself.
Never heard the word abominous. Heard abominable. With that swift feather of yours?
Just yeah. Between the swift feather and the spicy food that I ate to give me a speed boost. Oh wait, the speed boost might go away. You know what? I'm just gonna,
No, I think he's
also-
regenerating health.
you
Yeah.
think so?
I
Oh, yeah,
know
he,
so.
Yeah, he
Oh
has
yeah,
that.
he definitely is.
Why?
It's like when I was
Probably
watching
because
Matthew
I'm
last
an
night play Dragon Ball.
Why is Glurch
Oh my god.
healing? Maybe Glurch is eating his allies for nutrients.
Well, he
Very
is
satisfying
stomping
watching-
them.
Watching him
Let's
break
see. Yeah, look, he just glurched on him.
He clutched all over the place.
My favorite part was when Glurch the Abominous Mass glurched all over the place.
He said it's glurchin' time.
Yeah, he
and
said
then-
it's glurching time and glurched all
Actually,
over.
he actually said it's.
Stunk.
So it did not seem that I had the firepower to handle Glurch. Not yet, at least. So I went home, I crafted some more stuff, I made this belt pocket, which gives me some extra inventory space. I made an egg incubator, because remember those eggs I found? Well, apparently this game has pets, and I would love to have a pet. It needs electricity. Well, back to the mines. Oh god, what are those fools up to now?
I didn't stop in time for the piss to not reach my pants.
Can you imagine? Everyone's like kind of on board with it. You tell them, you're like, guys. My party trick is that I can stop peeing with the snap of my fingers. And everyone's like, okay,
No.
yeah. You know what? This is gonna be a little awkward, but you know what? We want to see it. And then you fail. You don't stop.
There is a chance. Okay, here it is.
They're like, what are you gonna stop? And you're just like, ah.
You keep
shit.
snapping and it's not working. You're like, I'm
Start
trying
with
to
hands.
stop. Well, wait, maybe you should stop peeing instead of keep snapping. Oh, yeah.
What do you? Okay. Ultimate way to pull a gym babe. Hear me out, guys.
Let's hear it.
You
I
hit
don't
squat.
know.
You hit the squat. No. Hear me out. You hit squat rack, and as you come down all the way on like your first squat, you just piss yourself uncontrollably. And then as you come up, you stop. Well, that's
Yeah.
the thing, is as you come up, you stop. So not only do you demonstrate amazing, like, finesse and strength, but you also demonstrate amazing bladder control. And just control of your body. Because,
Yeah.
like, I can only imagine how hard it would be to, like, squat with all that weight and then stop.
Girl
you know?
comes up to you. How many sets do you have left? Oh, just one. Turns
Just
around,
one.
pees yourself during the set.
Turns around, my shorts are soaked.
The whole like squat platform is just drenched.
And it's also a great way
You
to
were
cool
doing it
yourself
for all
off.
10 reps. Just constant.
Well, it's also a great way to cool yourself off, you know?
Yeah.
Like me, I'm
There's a
sweater.
puddle.
I'm a
You're
big
stepping in it.
sweater.
You're splashing in it. You're like, floor's all yours, lady, babe.
Oh, hey, check out this new environment. It's what is this? A meadow cave. Aw, it's so pretty. Who's this guy? What?
What are they doing?
I guess they're doing homework. They went to Homework Channel.
This isn't a cattle. this isn't
This
a
isn't a
cattle.
cattle.
It has horns.
I dubbed this new friend Fluffy. Fluffy was hungry for plants. I have no idea how to feed Fluffy. I sat there and I tried for like a whole 5 minutes, running around, trying all the different buttons, picking up plants, seeing if they wouldn't eat them. They wouldn't eat anything. I tried really hard, I swear. That being said, there wasn't much else in here, so I just went home, but you know, it was a cool place. When I got home, I reorganized the farm a bit, and I made a watering can, and I watered the plants. Yeah, you need to water plants for them to grow. I don't know what I... Now, the next thing that happened was frankly an amazing moment. I discovered something that I could have made a long time ago, but I didn't know about until now. It's called a salvage and repair station. And oh boy. Not only was I able to repair all of my tools, including my sledgehammer, but I was able to reinforce them, which doubles their durability and increases all of their stats. Now, not only did I have my sledgehammer back, but I also had all of my other tools. Everything was reinforced. I used the remaining copper to make some mine tracks. The plants are growing. Everything is looking amazing. So naturally, this was the perfect time to go risk my life fighting Glurch again, because that'll go well.